Okay, welcome back to another episode of The Hunting Cure. I want to start off by saying thank you tremendously for all the love and support in the last video. It kind of popped off. I was not expecting. So I appreciate all the love and support, all the views, all the likes, all the comments. I tried to reply or at least like to every single comment in the comments. So I appreciate all the love and support. Now I kind of want to go in on an update of the Karen. So the Karen update, if you will. So obviously we showed the landowner and we showed the granddaughter because she was out there when it all happened. I had her come out and she said she wanted to see the video. So she saw the video. We've been kind of talking back and forth to her. So we showed the granddaughter's brother the video, and apparently they're supposed to be working it all out. I have not heard anything about that. I don't know if they've talked to the other people. I'm gonna assume not, because I'm about to read some comments that are from, we'll call her Karen, because I don't want to put her name out there, and the Karen's husband, we'll call him Kevin or Kyle. We'll just call him Kevin. So we're going to read some comments that they put out. I wasn't even going to make this video because I didn't want to snoop to that level. Make a video just specifically about them, kind of calling them out, but they have kind of thrown shade at my name and even my father's name, which is kind of ridiculous because he doesn't even hunt out there because they got him kicked off. Year one, I mean, again, we've been hunting, this will be the 4th season, so we've been hunting here for four seasons, and he was kicked off year one. We're gonna go in, we're gonna read mostly just Karen's and Kevin's mean comments, but I also want to read some other comments because they're actually pretty hilarious. And I'm sure you guys would find them pretty funny. But we're gonna start out with Kevin. And bear with me, because it's hard to read. Again, not trying to be a jerk. It is very difficult to read. And I'm gonna pop them all up so you can read them with me. I'll pop them right here. So bear with me on this one. Read it. We'll read it together. I'm going to also blur out their usernames, both of them, so their names are not popping up. And I, again, don't want to spread their names out. I don't want to spread any hate. So if you guys happen to find them, please do not spread hate. I do not condone it. Just leave them alone. We're going to figure this out. I thought it would be funny to do this. So let's get into it. So Kevin wrote, Well, I bow hunted their bud, and you're wrong on her ridden through cornfield. It was me and nobody going to mess with your stuff. So we're gonna pause here. I got on video her riding through the cornfield. Starting off a little shaky here. No one's gonna mess with your stuff. Now with that being said, spelled said, S-E-A-D. Now with that being said, the problem is we do what we can to get them big bucks like that, and guys like you come in and wipe them all out. Okay, we're gonna stop again. And I hope I'm not stopping too much, but I stated in the video, I'm not sure, I don't think he probably watched the whole video. He probably just went straight to the comments. I stated in the video, I've been hunting there 4 seasons, obviously. I got it on video. I've shot 1 doe. 4 seasons, 1 doe. Plenty of chances to shoot small bucks. Plenty of chances to shoot a lot of does. Actually, next video, I was out there, and I saw a really decent 2.5-year-old buck. And he's growing a little drop tine, or as a kicker. You guys be the judge. You'll be on the next episode. I was hoping to do an update and deer video on one, but now all these comments, I had to make it its own video. In the next episode, you'll see there's 2, I passed on 2 smaller bucks, a couple does. But again, 4 seasons, 1 doe. Okay, where was I at? Like you can come and wipe them all out. It's helping, or it's LOL if you was out throughout the year, helping make them deer that way, it be better. Now I'm okay with communicating. Again, I'm not getting it. I'm okay with communicating wed, not a-holes, but we had to deal with another outfit there. Outfitter? I'm assuming outfitter. Well, let's go with outfitter. Outfitter came out and wiped all mature bucks out. It wasn't good enough. They got 1. Then more buddies came out. Family members came, and they all shot big ones too and wiped them out. So if it was their family members, the landowner's family members, it's their family. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. So did that happen? I don't know. I can say the 1st and 2nd year I hunted there was a lot more mature bucks. A lot more mature bucks. We got them on camera. I'm going to try to find the footage. If not, it'll probably be a crappy screen recording because I've recorded it. The first time I really hunted there, I saw like 5 shooter bucks. They just all walked in a few minutes before shooting, legal shooting light. So I couldn't really shoot. I mean, I could see them and I could probably have shot, but it was before legal, so I didn't want to shoot. But Really, really nice. There's I know there was a 9-pointer because I remember in my head that day, and there's a couple 8-pointers, and there was this absolute, and it walked in front of me too. I couldn't get any footage because he actually walked really early. I probably couldn't have shot him, but he walked right on me stand. I'll pop pictures up here, right here, of the buck, because we haven't got him, I mean, in 2 or 3 years, so I'm assuming he either died of EHD or someone shot him. I'm assuming this caliber of buck, it would have been out everywhere. I'm going to pop pictures here. I saw that buck that same, like, opening day of bow season, pretty much. The first and second year, that spot was incredible. So what he's saying here, some people coming out and wiping them all out, definitely could be possible. That's not me. I didn't do it. I shot 1 doe in 4 seasons, and I passed up on a bunch of decent-sized bucks. Okay, let's continue. Came out and shot all the big ones and wiped them out. So can you see where we're coming from? We are not a-holes. We just don't care for disrespect. And yes, I am a bow hunter, and yes, I do have permission. Me and, I'm going to say Lane, he is not the landowner. He is the landowner's grandson or son. I keep getting those mixed up. I do have permission. Me and Lane are pretty tight. They're so tight, he spelt his name wrong. Spelt it wrong. They're like that, though. Okay, it's not spelt like that, buddy. It's, I'm sure you can find it out, but it's not spelt like that. I do know Lane as well. My girlfriend was actually Lane's daughter's best friend, so I do know Lane kind of well, too. I've given him rides to his combine while I was out there before and talked to him. I wouldn't say we were tight, but I've talked to Lane, too. He does not mind me being out there, I'm pretty sure. Again, I haven't talked to him. I guess I've talked to the actual landowner to get permission. So I haven't talked to him in a few years, but I have talked to him. So, okay, let's move on. I will try to read a little bit of what the comments she was replying to. Some of them I screenshotted and cut off, so it's going to be kind of hit or miss. But I got like 12 or 13 screenshotted of what she said. Okay, so let's go with the first one. This one was pretty much saying, I'm going to pop it up here. It was pretty much saying, there's this guy... I'm going to cover all their names too. So this guy was offering a different perspective. He had the same situation, but he was, I'm not saying he's a Karen, but he was in Karen's situation where someone tried to intrude on their hunting spot. It was family land, so that's already kind of a different situation. It was his family land, and I think it was stating his grandfather had dementia, so he wasn't even sure. He was just giving everyone permission because I think they were kind of taking advantage of him. Which we've had a spot like that too. It was actually Dad's childhood spot. The guy got Alzheimer's, and he was kind of giving a lot of people permission, and we kind of were keeping him away just because he had Alzheimer's. I think he was thinking he was talking to us. We eventually did end up losing that spot because the gentleman unfortunately passed away. Son-in-law took over it and came from the city. He turned it into a big goat farm, which is kind of weird, but there's no more crops on it. He turned it into a big goat farm and didn't want any hunters on it, so we just kind of moved out. But that's pretty much setting up what's going on. So the dude had family land. Everyone was asking permission from the his grandfather, because he had dementia and he wasn't in the right mind, so he's giving everyone permission. The Karen said, so first off, this family has known this farmer for 40 plus years. Have actually worked for this farmer and continue to work for this farmer. They have done food plots, etc. here way longer than this pup was born. I'm assuming I'm the pup. I am 21 years old, so I guess I am on the younger side. I'm not sure where they would have done food plots at. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where they would have done the food plots at. Do they know the farmer 40 plus years? That's possible, I guess. But we talked to the granddaughter, and she didn't even know who they really were, so is there, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. They could have known these people for 40 years. It's definitely possible. That one wasn't as mean. But I can see the connection there with the other one with dementia, but again, they're not family. The farmer is out there every single day tending to the cattle, so he doesn't have dementia. I was just out there a couple weeks ago. Actually, I think the week before actual bow season started, and I helped the farmer get cattle into the pasture, and he was up and at him getting it going, so he's doing all right. All right, let's move to the next one. Someone commented, if I was the landowner, I would trespass her. She commented, he was the one trespassing, so kind of hard to do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she said that. If I was trespassing, why didn't you call the game warden or any kind of law enforcement stating someone was trespassing? Again, been hunting there for 4 seasons. Not sure where she's getting that information from, but incorrect. All right, next one. A commenter said, call game warden, 100% hunter harassment, can't stand idiots like Karen, no respect for fellow hunters, and that what gives hunter a bad reputation. I do not condone name calling. This does give hunters a bad reputation, I'm not gonna lie. We should be banding together. Again, it is 470 acres, so there's plenty enough room to hunt. But she said, the Karen, nope, he can call the game warden. He will be the one with a ticket for trespassing where he's told not to hunt. So we're gonna rewind this and state the last time, if I was trespassing, why haven't you done anything about it? I mean, again, you can call the game warden. You can call authorities saying there's someone trespassing. You haven't, because I haven't been trespassing. Next one, show that clip to property owner. I did. And I bet he'd kick them out and you could secure permission for the rest of the season. I don't want that. I want them to get a deer too. This could be how they provide meals for their family. I mean, I do. I love a good backstrap. We love ground beef. We put it in tacos, chili. Oh my God, deer chili on a November evening after you just get done hunting. Best thing in the world. So I don't want to get permission by myself. She commented, he won't kick us out because this person was illegally hunting in our spots. I don't understand this. I won't understand this ever. We're skipping that one. This person said, hey, if I was you, I would go confront her. Karen responded, he won't because he has no balls. And he knows he was in the wrong. Moving on. So this commenter said, the hunter harassment is bad in Indiana. They threw rocks at my car while I was in the woods and drive by and honk, and when I would call the game warden, they would be gone. I replied, yeah, I'm kind of worried about my car and my e-bike being messed with because I'm pretty far away from them and the people live really close to the land. The Karen said, LMFAO, screw your bike and your car. That trash ain't worth the time. But I suggest you stay out of our stands and stay out of where you were told to stay out of. Oh, I thought I lost this comment. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I had this one. She deleted this comment. And stay out of where you're told to stay out. FYI, you have a video of my son. My lawyer will be getting with you soon. You legally cannot post video of a minor without permission. Funny you haven't been out here. Also, another thing, quit lying. I'll be calling the game warden on you and your father for poaching. Okay, this is getting out of hand. I film everything. Everything I do. Yeah, you could say, well, you won't be filming a legal thing. Why would you film you doing something illegal? I guess you got me. But I'm not poaching. This is the one thing I love to do in this life is to go out in the woods and hunt deer. That's literally what I think about 24/7. That's what I spend all my money on. I'm on X almost every single day scouting, looking for wins, knocking on doors, getting permission. Why would I ruin that by poaching? It doesn't make any sense. Now, this is kind of ridiculous. Again, why are you bringing my father into it? He's not even allowed to hunt out there anymore. The landowner did say he could come out and film me. He can't just have a weapon. He can sit in the same tree as me, which we haven't done because we're afraid that she is going to make a big deal about it. Wait for this buggy to drive by. You got my father kicked out year 1 of hunting there. So he hasn't been back there since, so I'm not sure why you have to even bring him into it. It's kind of ridiculous. But again, we're not poaching. I film everything. I have my tags. I don't understand that comment. I don't know. Yeah, again, if you think we're poaching, why haven't you called the game warden? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, next one. Someone commented, that's a felony for a reason, bust her. She then commented the same thing. So is his trespassing and poaching. I'm not sure where she's getting poaching at. So for the first half of the comment, she said I was just trespassing. Now apparently I'm poaching. Not sure what I'm poaching. If I'm shooting, I don't understand. Maybe because I killed that one doe and she thinks I'm trespassing, then it counts as poaching. I'm not sure I wish she would kind of elaborate on how I'm poaching, but The next comment says, I would contact the landowner. I have. It is against the law for this type of harassment, or for harassment. She said, so is trespassing like he is in this video. I have the video proof of me not trespassing. I will be talking to the landowner tomorrow. I'll be talking to the landowner tomorrow trying to get a written permission just so I cover all my bases. So I'll be talking to him again tomorrow. But again, I film, as you stated, I have a video of everything that I do because I film everything I do because I'm a little weird like that. So no, I don't believe I was trespassing. So this one right here says, I would definitely call a game warden, buddy, show them your video one time and it will all stop. She said, yeah, he won't do that because he's illegal he wasn't legally hunting where he was. I mean, there's dozens of comments like that. She said that. We're just gonna move on. Okay, I think we pretty much read most of them from the Karen. Oh, well, we'll read this one because this one I found was kind of funny. So someone said, I would definitely recommend telling them if they continue to do that, then they will be forced to call a game warden. Someone else commented that, said nobody's coming, meaning the game wardens don't do much, which I kind of agree. Here in Missouri, I don't know how other states are. There's only like one game warden per county, and counties are pretty big, so it's kind of insufficient people in my opinion, but I could agree. She said, call the game warden. He's the one illegally hunting the spot. You will get banned. Landowners don't want problems. If I were you, I would hunt somewhere where they can't find you and there won't be any problems. There was more to it, but I actually cropped it out. I can get that. See, that's why I commented on a bunch of them saying I'm worried about bothering the landowner too much, because with all this kind of problems, he might just say, hey, the heck with both of y'all. Y'all both can just not hunt it, and then I won't have the headache. So that's what I was kind of saying in the comments. Karen said, so is he told the truth? He was hunting where he was told by the landowner not, in caps, not to not hunt. He was in our spots. We've hunted here, but it says hunt. We've hunted here for 20 years, and he has been poaching here too, and bringing people out he was specifically told not to have on the land. I'm by myself. Again, I record everything. I have hours of recording of me just sitting in the tree by myself at that property, so I'm not sure what she thinks of me bringing people out there. Again, I wish she would elaborate on how I'm poaching. If she's talking about the single doe that I shot, I think that was like 2, maybe 3 seasons ago. Cops in the background. I hope that isn't messing with the audio too much, but I wish she would go in on how I am poaching. If I'm shooting them from the road, if it's that doe, if it's making me a poacher because I'm apparently trespassing and shooting deer, which I've only shot 1 deer. I wish she would elaborate on how I'm poaching. Kind of like when I asked her what stands I was messing with, and all she said was really. I think she's just trying to think of stuff on the spot that she has nothing to back it up with. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, but who knows. I think it's more bad communication between the two hunters. Again, there's plenty enough land to hunt out there. They say they bow hunt, but I've never seen them out there bow hunt. The landowner says they don't bow hunt, so I've never seen them bow hunt. I guess if they're bow hunting out of the box blind, it's possible. I've never seen them out there bow hunting. And Karen said the problem is the boy was told to stay out of our spots and where he couldn't hunt, and he went right to our spots. We try to set up as far away, again, from your spots, quotes, unquotes. We actually had 2 stands set up along at the beginning of when we started hunting 4 seasons ago that were pretty far away from the box blind. We had one, it was an actual hang-on stand, so it was a complete setup with a stand in a big oak tree. And then later in that season, they cut down the whole forest to put a buddy stand 65 yards down. We ranged it 65 yards down away from our stand. That we're hunting. What you mean by your spots? Because if we try to find somewhere and then you set up 65 yards away from it, does that now make that your spot? Comment down below if that makes it your spot. I'm assuming, I'm going to try to treat it like public land. It might be a little disrespectful to set up a buddy stand 50, 60, 100 yards away from someone else's stand. Again, public land, it's not your land. It's not my land that we hunt here. It's not her land. So we didn't make a big deal out of it. We ended up taking the hang-on stand out and just only hunt that one spot exclusively because we didn't want to be stepping on toes, even though we were, quote unquote, again, there first. We just moved our stuff, get out of the way. We didn't want no problems. Again, we're bow hunting. We're hunting. This should be enjoyable. So I didn't want the drama. So I'm not sure what is your spot. If the whole 470 acres is, I guess, your spot, then I guess I don't know what to do. Now this one was funny. I'm gonna put this dude's name in here because this dude, oh my god, this whole comment was funny. So 20BYRD, I'm gonna say 20 Bird. He commented, "Don't give up on 470 acres of private land. Show the landowner the video or the game warden. Not sure about Missouri, but hunter harassment is illegal in my state." The Karen said, "There isn't 470 acres here. He isn't even on 200. And he was illegally hunting in this spot." I'm going to pop up a picture right here of all of this acres add up. I'm going to blur out the name, obviously, of the landowner and where it's located. But I'm going to add up all the land here. It'll be 470 acres. I've already done this multiple times. And that's not even counting another spot that he owns at a little bit down the road. But this whole entire area is 470 acres. Proof right here. So I'm not sure where she's getting 200 at. 20 Bird then commented, replying to the Karen, "Are you the crazy lady on the four-wheeler?" Oh my god. I don't know why that was hilarious. The Karen then commented, "So here's the deal. He's actually saying it's all me and I saw him. So nope. My sister-in-law saw him come in. I was on the four-wheeler in the video." So there you go. So she admitted the very first comment, try to read back or remember back to the husband, I'm assuming husband or boyfriend or brother, I'm not sure, saying that he was the one riding on the four-wheeler. Now she's saying she's on the four-wheeler. I was the one on the four-wheeler, and then it was someone else riding the four-wheeler around. He was hunting where the landowner told him to stay away from. I've told him multiple times this is where I'm hunting. So I'm not sure. He said stay away from a different property he owns pretty far away. Closer to actually where I live is the property he says stay away from, which I have. Stay away from. He also illegally hunts here and brings in people who aren't allowed to be here. He is playing for pity from y'all. Maybe if the whole story is told, he wouldn't have so many comments. I have so many comments because you're nuts. Like I'm trying to be as polite here as possible. You came whipping back on a four-wheeler with your child that doesn't have much for clothing on, with no helmet, through a cornfield, on a four-wheeler, and yelling at me like I'm in the wrong here. No, it's you. I have permission. You know I have permission because we've been out there for 4 seasons. You've seen my car there for 4 seasons. So you know I have permission. I go back every season. So no, I am not playing for pity. And I have so many comments because they probably find this hysterical of what you did. That's pretty much all I could find on what she had to say and the Karen and Kevin. I'm going to read a couple more comments that I thought were pretty funny that were roasting me because if you guys watched to the end of the video, I didn't end up missing a dough. Not sure what was going through my head when that happened, but there's some pretty funny comments on the video. So I'm gonna sit here real quick. If this video is super long, I probably won't even add this. So if you're seeing this, I obviously added it. Okay, that's it. That's all the comments I have for y'all. Again, I'm not trying to I guess I am kind of poking the bear here, but I'm not trying to make this public affair, I guess. When you're calling me out saying I'm poaching, illegally doing stuff, my father is too, and doing all this type of stuff. Like, again, I film everything that I do. I was being super polite to you. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming. You did ruin my hunt. You did ruin my night that night. And I was being super respectful. So you getting into the comments and saying all of this and trying to convince other people that I'm a bad person when I have tried to be by the books on everything about what happened here. And I've tried to be by the books. Obviously, while hunting, I don't poach. I get permission everywhere I go. And when I do get permission, I go back every single year. You can, you're not obviously going to, but you can ask every single property or landowner that I go back every year and make sure I get permission or still have permission because things change. So like the 4 or 5 different properties I'm allowed to hunt, I go back every year and make sure that I have permission. That being said, I do not condone you guys, if you do happen to find, or even still in the comments, going after her. I do not condone it. I do not want it in my comments. I don't want that toxicity in this channel. I'm here to bow hunt. I'm trying to provide meat for my family and to do what I love. I don't have any time, or I don't want to have that kind of toxicity in my comments. So please try to avoid from doing that. I'm probably going to end the video here. Hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully it's not too boring. But again, I want to say thank you all for all the support on the last video. I did not expect it to pop off like it did. And everyone that subscribed, I appreciate y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I really do. And stay tuned, because I seen 2 big old bucks at a different property. I saw a couple bucks at that property. I've been seeing some pretty good deer. So stay tuned. As of right now, I have not shot one, but I have seen a couple. We've been getting a few on camera. Hopefully we can get one down soon. So again, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.